World Campus students, this is your online learning librarian, Tori, and today I'm going to show you a little bit about how to request materials from the library. So right now, as you can see in my web browser, I am at libraries.psu.edu, and this is the homepage for the library. Alternatively, you have your own homepage, libraries.psu.edu/world. Okay, so you can see no matter which way you access the library, from the homepage or from the World Campus homepage, you can get to what you need to get to. Okay, so on the World Campus homepage, you have accessing World Campus resources, e-reserves, and request library materials. On the library's homepage, which you can get back to by just clicking Penn State University Libraries, you are taken to this page, which is the main homepage, and on here it has this find box. So what we're going to do first is start from the find box. And the goal of this video is to teach you how to request materials, but also to teach you how to request them either physically or digitally, depending on what the material is and what you need it for. So as long as this Books, Articles, and More tab is selected, that's what you want to be at. And in the find box, I'm just going to type in Cyber Charter School because that's what my dissertation was about. And you can see here for Cyber Charter School that we have 20,589 results. So first, I'm going to show you how you might request a physical copy to be delivered to you. So if you request a physical copy, you will notice that nowhere on here does it have an online version, right? Not until we get to the 6th record does it have something that's for online. So we're just going to say that we want to look strictly at books. Now this is going to bring up both physical books and ebooks, but we're going through the list and we find a book that we want, and it is only a physical book. So that means that we need to have copies delivered to us. So if you live within the United States and Canada, you're able to get copies shipped to you in the mail, as long as you do not have a P.O. box and your address is current in the system. So to get a copy shipped to you, you simply click the I Want It button, and then you choose your pickup location as World Campus. Click Place Hold, and the book will be sent to you. Alternatively, for a physical copy of a book, you might not want the entire book. Maybe you only want a couple chapters. Maybe you can't wait for the shipping time to get there. Or maybe you live overseas and we are unable to physically get that book to you. In that case, you will click the Request button. And the Request button takes you to something that's known as Interlibrary Loan. So if you click that button and it's your first time using Interlibrary Loan, you will not see the screen. You will see a screen that prompts you to register for Interlibrary Loan. So once you do that, you will then be able to access this screen. So just something important to point out here is that because we clicked from a physical book, it's taking us to the loan book request. But since we're World Campus students, we want this electronically. So if we go over here to the side where it says request and we just click article book chapter, it will take you to the right version. So now we have article book chapter. You can see that because we changed our request link, that there's nothing in here anymore to request from. But if we click cyberbullying, we can copy and paste various information that we need to over to here. And the more that you fill out, the faster you will get whatever you need. So something important is that we need to know what the chapter title is for the book, and that if you want to request more than one chapter, you can request up to 3 at one time. And we need to know what the name of that chapter is or what the page numbers are that we need, because that's how we know what to get for you. So I'm just going to assume this book has an introduction and say that's what we want, and then it's pages 1 through 15. But if you have issues finding that information out, the Interlibrary Loan Department, which I will provide their information at the end, would be happy to help you. So you can see here that this is what we wanted for. If you need any particular notes put in, you can put notes in here. So for example, I'm a Royal Campus student overseas, or whatever that might be. You just simply click Submit Request, and the request will go through for you. So that is how you request books to be either physically or virtually delivered to you. Sometimes you'll request a book that Penn State does not have in our collection. So I just went up there and clicked the Add Results beyond your library's collection tab. So if that's the case, if you find a book that's beyond our collection and we don't have, you can see here that we have this one, we have the citation, but we do not have the book for Penn State Library. When you get to this page, you'll see here it says Consider Interlibrary Loan. You just click that, and if you want the book shipped to you, it should be filled out to ship to you, and you just click Submit Request. If you want the book to be just a couple copies electronically, you pop over here to the article book chapter request and you fill it out that way. So that should give you a basis for how you request physical and electronic things to be delivered to you. There are policies on the library website, so I just wanted to point those out to you so you have a good awareness of what's expected of you as a borrower of Penn State Library materials. So if you go to Services, Borrow and Renew, here you can see some specific borrowing privileges, and based on what your status is at Penn State, how long you have the book for, and those sorts of things. So there's also the interlibrary loan privileges, which are different than the borrowing privileges for books that we have on record. So those are just 2 pages to definitely keep in mind and bookmark. And you can see here that under the borrowing privileges page, we also have information for specifically for Royal Campus students. So you can see specific information for you as well. Okay, so those are 2 pages I wanted to point out to you. And then if you are on our homepage for Royal Campus and you see this Request Library Materials, it takes you right to the information that you need to be a Royal Campus and distance researcher borrowing materials. But now hopefully you've seen the process of how to actually make this happen when you're searching in the library system. So if you have any other questions about this, you can definitely feel free to reach out to me and call me or email me at victoria@psu.edu. Alternatively, you can ask Interlibrary Loan Department directly for the status of your loan or any of those sorts of things as well. So hopefully this video gave you a good understanding of how to begin requesting materials from the library. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being at Penn State.